Good morning, class. How are you all? Good. So today, once again, we are going to discuss almost last topic of our second chapter, that is of forms of the business organization. As in our previous lectures, we have already discussed about the different forms of the business organization, as it was sole proprietorship, Hindu undivided family business, partnership business, and cooperative societies. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the joint stock company. This is last form of the business organization. Okay. So, first we have to find out the meaning of joint stock company, that is also called company. Okay. So, we have to find out reason, sir. If that is company, then why we are going to discuss about the joint stock company? Joint stock, it means that is called shares. Okay, basically the meaning of joint stock is equal to shares. So first we have to find out the definition. The company form of business organization is governed by the Companies Act 1956. Any kind of organization which are governed or manage their activities according to Companies Act 1956, then that is called companies. Or simply we can say all the organization which registered themselves according to Companies Act 1956, they are company. So here a company can be described as an artificial person having a separate legal entity, perpetual succession, and a common seal. Okay, the shareholders are the owner of the company, while the board of directors as the chief managing body elected by the shareholders. The capital of the company is divided into the smaller parts called shares, which can be transferred freely from one shareholders to another person, except in a private company. So it was something about the joint stock company, each and everything. So first, if we are going throughout the meaning, throughout the definition, so company, that is an artificial person created by law which has a perpetual succession and common seal and limited liabilities. That is the definition meaning of the companies. So here we have to find out the meaning of artificial person. Why company is called an artificial person? How it is it possible? As we are called natural person, ओके जस्ट लाइक जितने भी ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं दे आर कॉल्ड नेचुरल पर्सन, क्योंकि हम लोगों का जो ओरिजिन है, हम लोगों का जो बर्थ है, दैट इज़ जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द नेचुरल प्रोसेस. लेकिन जो कंपनी है दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ काइंड ऑफ पर्सन, क्योंकि जस्ट लाइक कि कोई हमारे अगेंस्ट में केस कर सकता है, हम किसी के अगेंस्ट में केस कर सकते हैं. सिमिलरली अ कंपनी कैन फाइल केस अगेंस्ट एनी इंडिविजुअल और एनी other companies, or any other individual or companies can file case against the companies. सो जो कंपनी होता है उसका जो फ्रेमिंग होता है या जो उसका ओरिजिन होता है दैट इज़ जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द लीगल एग्जिस्टेंस. वो लॉ में रजिस्टर्ड होता है, देन आफ्टर वो वर्किंग स्टार्ट करता है. सो दैट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन. जस्ट लाइक हम लोगों के हाथ होते हैं काम करने के लिए, सिमिलरली ऑल द कंपनीज हैव देयर वर्कर्स who perform different type of duties for them. And like in our body we have brain, we have mind. Similarly in the business organization or in the companies, they have board of directors who take important decisions and who control the activities of their business organization. So that's why we call a company as an artificial person and separate legal entity. As we have seen in the sole proprietorship, there is no legal identity of any owner out of their business. Same in the partnership firm, because the partners and partnerships, they are almost same, they are not different entities. But in the company is different entity other than their members. Okay, perpetual succession is there. In the form of company there is no effect of death of any person or the members. Okay, because अगर कोई एक बंदे का डेथ होता है तो उसकी जगह पर कोई दूसरा बंदा ज्वाइन हो जाता है या दूसरे बंदे को हम लोग प्रमोट कर देते हैं. सो देयर इज़ नो इफेक्ट ऑफ डेथ और एनीथिंग ऑन द कंपनीज. एंड बेसिकली ऑल द कंपनीज they issue their instructions, orders by the common seal. Common seal, that is a kind of rubber stamp, that is a kind of stamp. Okay, so basically in the companies Shareholders are the owner of the companies. Sir, shareholder, owner, we are aware about the word owner. Owner, it means proprietors. Okay. So, who are called shareholders? A person who holds share in a company, they are called shareholders. So, before understanding the word shareholders, we have to understand the word share, then after the holders. So, what is share? As we know, just to start any form of the business organization, we need to invest. We need to invest in capital. Okay. So in the companies similarly, we can invest our capital, but that capital we can divide into the small units. Just like in any company, we have total 10 lakh rupees in the form of capital. So that 10 lakh we can divide into the small unit, just like that is divided into uh, 1 lakh shares at the rate of 10. Okay, so number of shares we have 1 lakh, and the rate of share that is of 10. So हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, we can call that 10 lakh rupees from the different persons. So each person will pay 10 rupees for single share. Okay, so in short we can say share is the smallest part of the capital. Okay, on the basis of that we can generate lot of capital, because just like अगर हमको एक चांस मिलता है कि 10 रुपए में किसी कंपनी में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए, तो डेफिनेटली वी कैन इन्वेस्ट 1000 और वी कैन इन्वेस्ट 10,000 एटलीस्ट अप टू दैट अमाउंट. सो इफ वी आर गोइंग टू इन्वेस्ट 10,000 रुपीज़, इट मीन्स वी आर गोइंग टू इन्वेस्ट for 1000 shares, because one share is equal to 10 rupees. So or the person who purchase or who invest their capital, their savings in that shares, they are called shareholders, and all the shareholders are the company's owner. Okay, the next, after the meaning and the definition and all, we have to discuss over the features of joint stock company. What are the features of joint stock company? First and the very important thing, artificial person. As we have seen, a company is a creation of law and exists independent of its member. Okay, because members, they directly can't control the activities of the business organization. They have to come along with the board of directors, management. Okay, so just like natural person, just like we are, a company can own property, वो कंपनी की खुद की प्रॉपर्टी हो सकती है. They can incur debts, borrow money, enter into the contracts, but it cannot breathe, eat, run, talk, and so on as we do. That's why they are called artificial person. Separate legal entity, that we have already discussed. All the business or all the members have different identity other than the business organization. And the formation, that is third and the very important features of company. The formation of a company is a time consuming. Okay, sometime when you will form any kind of company, it will take more than 6 months or more than 1 year. So it's a very lengthy process, because we have to do lot of things, lot of legal requirements are there. Okay, perpetual succession. Perpetual succession, it means a company being a creation of the law. Okay, that is created just because of the law, and company can bought to an end only by law. It can be start or it can be end just because of the interfere of law only. It will only cease to exist when a specific procedure for its closure. For the closure of company, there is a specific process. वो one day में closing नहीं होता है, as we can close any sole proprietorship or partnership for many time, but we can't close any kind of company at a time. Okay, so there is a proper procedure, and that's why it's called perpetual succession, just because of there is no effect of death of any member. Then next we have control. The management and used to control all the activities. Okay, management, that is board of directors, and they are appointed by the shareholders only. And then we have liabilities. As we have seen in the sole proprietorship or the partnership, the liabilities of their members, concerned members, are unlimited, but the liabilities in the joint stock company, that is limited by their members. How much shares they have purchased, what is their investment, according to that they will be liable for their responsibilities. Common seal, as we have already seen जितनी भी companies होती हैं, they are artificial person, and basically a board of directors who is there who really act for each and everything. If they are going for agreement, if they are going to issue any kind of instruction, so for that they used to put a common seal, that is called a stamp. Okay, risk bearing. So that is last point. The risk of losses in a company is bear by all the shareholders. As shareholders, they are called owner of the business organization, and in the business organization, all the risk are bear by the owners only. Okay, so all the risk will be bear by shareholders because they are owner of the business organization. So here we have to check some merits of joint stock company. So the first and very important merits of joint stock company, that is of limited liabilities. All the members in the joint stock company have very limited liabilities up to the capital invested by them only. And the very important, one more important merit or the feature we can say in joint stock company, that is transfer of interest. A shareholder or the owner, they can easily transfer their shares or their interest to any other party or any other person, but that is not allowed in the private companies. In the public company, a person can transfer their shares with anyone. Perpetual existence, that we have seen, existence of companies not affected by the death, retirement, resignation, insolvency and all. Okay, all those things which can affect sole proprietorship or the partnership or Hindu undivided family business and all, but it can't affect companies. That is why company is called perpetual, just because of the perpetual existence. Scope for expansion. Okay, as compared to the sole proprietorship, partnership and other form of the business organization, a company has large financial resources just because of the number of shareholders, number of the investors. They can invest huge amount, huge capital, and that's why such a form of the business organization can extend. So there is a scope for expansion. And professional management, most of the time board of directors or the managing committee, they hire professionals to manage their business organization. So definitely we are going to hire professionals for our business organization, then definitely it will increases their name and fame and all. Along with the merits, we have some limitations of the companies. First, that is of complexity in formation. As we have seen, formation of company take lot of time as well as lot of money. And lack of secrecy, because in this form of the business organization, there may be the number of shareholders. If number of shareholders are there, then definitely it's not very easy to maintain the business secrets, because they all will come from the different backgrounds with different motive, with different objectives in the business organization. Then next we have impersonal work environment. Basically in rest of the business or form of the business organization, चाहे वो sole proprietorship हो, partnership हो, Hindu undivided family business हो, there was a direct incentive. Okay, direct incentive, it means if we are doing work, then easily we will get profit and that we are going to enjoy. But here in the companies, we are just only the investors, we just do investment and rest of the activities are done by others. So there is lack of direct incentives. तो इसलिए हम लोग इसमें कई बार interest भी नहीं दिखाते हैं. If we are giving our 100%, then after we will receive that share only. If we are giving 10% of our part, then after we are giving same thing. Okay, so that's why people avoid to take initiative and their efforts in the companies. So in personal work environment, numerous regulations. A company is burdened with numerous restrictions in respect of aspects including audit, voting, filing, reporting. All the companies have different restrictions. They have prescribed format to submit their reports. They have to submit their reports in front of government. Okay, lot of activities, and if they are going to issue shares, so they have to register themselves with SEBI. They have to deposit securities and all. So lot of restrictions are there, lot of regulations are there which they have to follow. And delay in decision making, and most probably small or big, all the decisions are taken by board of directors. So for that they must be collect together, they must comes together. So for that they used to call meetings. So sometimes for the small decision it took 10 days, 15 days or more than 1 month. So there may be the delay in decision making. And oligarchic management, in theory a company is a democratic institutions, we call it, because all the members of board of directors, they are elected by the shareholders, and basically they are from shareholders only. Okay, but if board of directors are there, they are not good, they are the representative of the shareholders, definitely they will think about the shareholders only. It means all the members of board of directors, they will think for the welfare of their shareholders only. The next and a very important topic, it was about the merits and demerits. So next we are going to discuss about the types of companies. Basically we have two different types of the companies. First of the private company and second one of the public company. Okay, so first we are going to find out the meaning of private company. A private company means a company. कोई भी private company कौन सी होती है? तो private company means a company which restricts the right of members to transfer its shares. As we have already discussed, in the private company, shareholders can't their shares to the other person. They can share in between the members only. Okay, and in the private company, there should be minimum 2 and maximum number of members can't be more than 200. Okay, and they does not invite any kind of public for the subscription to generate shares capital, because here in the private company all the members, just like if there is 200 members in a company, so company will generate their capital with all that 200 shareholders, and must have minimum paid up capital of 1 lakh rupees. और इस टाइप की जो प्राइवेट कंपनीज होती है उसकी पेड अप कैपिटल कम से कम मिनिमम जो है वो 1 लाख होना चाहिए. एंड ऑल द प्राइवेट कंपनी, how we identify, how we recognize that is private company or the public company. So all the private company, they use private limited after its name, just like Anish Singh Private Limited. Okay, next we have public company. So a public company means a company which is not a private company. Okay, so simple definition is there that we can also write for the private company. A private company is a company which is not a public company. Okay, but that is given according to the Companies Act, and along with that there are some qualities of public companies. First, all the public companies has minimum paid up capital of 5 lakh or more than that. Okay, which has been already prescribed time to time. And in the private company there was 2 members or maximum 200 was there, but in the private company there should be 7 and there is no limit for the maximum members. And in the public company they do not restrict their members to transfer their shares. They are free to transfer their shares to anyone. Okay, it's not required them to transfer shares in between the members only, as that is in the private company. And do not prohibited from inviting the public. It means they can generate cash, they can arrange financial supports from the public by the issuing of prospectus or the advertisement. So here we have difference in between private company and the public company. So as we have seen, the members in the public company minimum 7, maximum there is no limit. In private company minimum 2, maximum that is 200. Okay, that is not 50. It was previously 50, but right now it's a 200. Minimum number of directors in public company at least 3, but in private company at least 2. Paid up capital, as we have already seen, 5 lakh and 1 lakh rupees. Index of members. Okay, index of members for the public company compulsory hota hai, for the private company that is not compulsory. And in the public company, transfer of shares, that is no restriction, but there is strict restriction in the private company. And public company, they are free to share invitation to the public for the subscription of shares, but private companies, they are not free to invite public for the subscription. Sir, what is invitation? What is subscription? So when company needs any kind of cash, okay, any kind of financial support, at that time they can issue shares. Just like at the very beginning we have seen, just like we have 1 lakh shares at the rate of 10 each. So that's why total capital will be 10 lakh. So if we are required 5 lakh rupees, so definitely we have to issue 50,000 shares at the rate of 10 each. सो वंस व्हेन वी इशू ऑल दीज शेयर्स, तो हम पब्लिक के बीच में इशू करते हैं. एक प्रॉस्पेक्टस होता है, दैट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ एडवर्टीजमेंट. हम लोग एडवर्टीजमेंट देखते हैं, वी बिलोंग्स टू दिस कंपनी एंड वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल 50,000 शेयर एट द रेट ऑफ 10 each, or all the interested person they can submit their application. Okay, so we give such a type of advertisement in newspaper, and interested candidate they just submit their applications कि वो कितने shares के लिए interested हैं. So if they submit their application for buying of shares, then this process is called subscription. Okay, then it was something about the company. In the almost in the last chapters we have complete procedure how to form company and all. So here we have last question. Once just after we have discussed sole proprietorship, partnership, Hindu and family business, so or cooperative society, and finally we have already discussed about the joint stock company or the company. So just after the completion of your graduation, masters and all, if your parents ask you to start any form of the business organization, so what will be in your mind कि आप कौन सा फॉर्म सेलेक्ट करोगे, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप, पार्टनरशिप, हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली बिजनेस और द कंपनी. ओके, दैट इज़ अ क्वाइट कंफ्यूजिंग क्वेश्चन कि क्या डिसीजन लेना है. सो दिस टॉपिक इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू देयर. सो वंस व्हेन यू विल ऑप्ट एनी फॉर्म ऑफ द बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, फर्स्ट we have to think about the cost and ease in setting up of organization. कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अगर मुझे इस्टेब्लिश करना है तो व्हाट इज़ द इस्टेब्लिशमेंट कॉस्ट, उसकी कॉस्टिंग क्या आ रही है वो मुझे मालूम होना चाहिए. एंड हाउ ईजी इट इज़ टू इस्टेब्लिश. जस्ट लाइक वी हैव सीन इन द सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप वी हैव नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन, वी हैव वेरी लेस पेपर वर्क, बट इन द कंपनीज वी हैव लॉट ऑफ पेपर वर्क. मोस्ट प्रॉबली वी ऑलरेडी स्पेंड 6 months 7 months टू स्टार्टअप, और इतने दिन में तो एक पार्टनर एक सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप स्टार्ट करके हम लोग क्लोज भी कर सकते हैं. सो फर्स्ट एंड द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग शुड कम इन अवर माइंड, दैट इज कॉस्ट ऑफ द फॉर्मेशन एंड हाउ इजी इट इज़ टू फॉर्म इट, एंड द लायबिलिटी. If you are able, if you are financially strong to bear all the risk of the business organization, then this any form of the business organization is suitable for you, especially sole proprietorship. If you want to share risk or the liability, then we can go with the partnership, or we can move with the companies. And continuity, as we have seen in the sole proprietorship or the partnership, जो हमारी firms होती हैं वो close हो जाती हैं just after the death or just after the insolvency. Okay, so if you want to continue your business organization even after your death, then in that case we have only two things. First, cooperative society, and second one is company. And next, management ability. It totally depends on you कि how much capable you are for the managerial activities. If we are enough capable for the managerial activities, then alone we can manage rest of the things. So this was about the management ability. Then capital consideration, this is one of the very important thing. Capital consideration, it means what will be the requirement of capital to start any form of the business organization, how much capital we are required, that will be the part of capital consideration. Control, who want to control the business activities, as we have seen in the sole proprietorship only you will be the person who will control rest of the activities. Okay, and no one is going to interfere in it, that is of the control in the sole proprietorship. But in the companies or in the partnership, before taking any decision you need to consult with your concerned members or the partner. In the companies, before taking any decision we have to discuss that with board of directors and all. Okay, and lastly, nature of business organization. If you want to start a large firm or big business organization, in that case definitely uh, companies are based. But if you want to start your business with a small capital, or you want to do your business just in your local areas and all, then sole proprietorship or partnership is much better. So all these points are there which will help you to take any decision regarding the uh, selection of best way of business organization or the form of business organization.